Hey there everyone, time for another iOS app review, and as you can see I'm in a different setting because it's taken me a while to do another one of these because I've both moved places and remodeled the studio, and this is obviously not the studio. I'm going to start doing the app reviews in my place. I found perfect lighting at my table for this, so this is the time you'll get a kind of peek of what it looks like inside my place. So, anyway, I would be remiss if I did not mention a big app that always gets people talking. The big joke you get anytime you have a new platform is inevitably, does it run Angry Birds? Well, now they've come out with the latest version of Angry Birds, and I really like it. I think it's fixed a couple of the problems. It's called Angry Birds Space. That's right, they've put the Angry Birds in space, but does it work to their advantage? Does it fix some problems? We'll find out this time on iOS App Reviews. Okay, now as I said, I am going to review Angry Birds in Space. The version that I'm actually going to review is the HD version that they make specifically for the iPad, but this thing is also available for your smaller iOS devices like my beloved iPod Touch. Now, when it comes to Angry Birds in Space, it's still made by Rovio. It's made by the people that perfected it the whole time. As you notice, the birds have a bit of a different look now. They're more superhero-ish and everything like that. Let's just see. So it's still got kind of the same sense of humor that the original Angry Birds did and everything, except we've got a more interesting storyline. In this case, we have all of these super angry birds, and the pigs in space have decided to steal their eggs as normal, and as a result, now they're angry. You know, high concept that, right? Now, I'll just give you the first level to give you a kind of example of how this works. We still have the Angry Birds, we still have the catapult, and it still has the thing. But we're now in space, so the rules have changed a bit. As you'll see, around this is a gravitational field around planets now. So you can do this, but you'll notice that as I go into the gravitational field, it gives it a bit of a curve. That's because there's more gravity, or in this case, some gravity, acting on the Angry Bird to where now, instead of it flying straight, it's going to go with the normal course of gravity and give that extra curve to it. So that allows it to smash, and as gravity acts on them, it'll actually make them fly faster too, which helps out with the whole effort of dealing with it. Of course, you still get extra points for the birds that you don't use, so that's always good. But yeah, especially this one. Let's see if I can pull this one off. And the great thing is now you don't have to shoot straight ahead. You can shoot at a curve. And let's see if I can't. There we go. I'm quite proud of that one. But yeah, so you see how it works now is that it adds that extra curve to the whole thing. And that makes it, you know, a bit easier to work with. Ooh, and I got a new high score on that one. But, so that's how Angry Birds Space has changed. You still have the same Angry Birds that you always did, but now they've got a bit of an upgrade as to what they look like. So you've still got the ones that have targeted shots, you still have the Angry Birds that explode, you still have the extremely heavy ones, and they've even added a new one that I have not gotten to yet, which is a freezing Angry Bird. Sometimes they'll have the pigs in little bubbles in space, and all you have to do is pop them in order to make them die in the vacuum of space. Because, hey, you can be morbid like that. So, anyway, I think this is a great new version of Angry Birds, and it actually fixed some problems that I had with playing Angry Birds. I eventually got tired of it, and with this new curve dynamic that the gravitational fields give, I think it really changes things. So, by all means, check it out. This is Angry Birds Space. Hope you guys liked the review. I know that I'm glad to be doing these again. Okay, if you want to send me any feedback or suggestions for apps, send it to samcastfeedback@gmail.com. If you want this app, I will provide a link to the version that I reviewed, which was the HD version for the iPad, in the post below this at tscn.tv. And if you guys want to follow me on any of my social networks, you can find all of the information at about.me/labtech7, or you can follow me on Crosswalk to find out about the latest apps that I've downloaded. Might not necessarily review them, but you'll know what I'm up to. So, until next time when I give you another great app for iOS, see you guys.